Hey, Coach.
Hey,
All right, guys, Coach Moren's on. Go ahead and use the raise your hand function if you want to ask a question. Matthew, go ahead.
Hi, Coach.
hey, Matt.
Um, just what are some of the qualities about Rutgers that you guys have been preparing for most leading up to the game?
Well, yeah, a few things. I think one is they're very good in transition. This is an athletic team. Um, in the past they've been a team that's pressed a lot. They will press a little bit, but probably not as much as they have in the past. Um, they're under new leadership with Coquise, even though, last year was her first year. She does have some of her guys that she's recruited finally on her roster. This is a team that can be disruptive defensively, put a lot of pressure on you to execute. And then, as I mentioned, they're going to play fast. What they do a tremendous job of, probably their best offense is second, third shot opportunities. I think they're +7 right now on the boards. And so us being able to limit those second, third shots, really doing a great job on the boards, which we didn't do against Stetson, certainly has been an emphasis this week.
Chloe.
Hey, Coach. You kind of talked about on Sunday after Stetson about how good teams show up when they have to be special and great teams show up every day. And you're trying to like instill that mindset. What have you kind of done this week to start instilling that, especially ahead of Big Ten play?
Well, I think, Chloe, I think our team was probably a little bit surprised after the Stetson game. Normally when we finish, on that particular day, they had autographs. We're doing a couple autograph sessions for them as a team. And then I get to see them one last time in our locker room here in Cook Hall before they leave and go, whether that's eat with your families or eat with each other or whatever. And I think they were a little caught off guard in my disappointment. I think if you would talk to them, they probably thought they played pretty well. And as I said to them, I was going to call them on their crap and make sure that they understood that that performance in terms of our inability to rebound better could easily we're setting ourselves up for losses in the Big Ten. And so I think I caught them a little off guard, but I also think that they've responded. I've had conversations with several of them. I think they appreciate the candor and the honesty. But that's our job. That's my job as a leader to remind them that, although we got a good win, it still wasn't going to be or isn't going to be that performance in terms of our lack of focus, whatever it was, and keeping them off the offensive glass. It wasn't going to be good enough, to beat most Big Ten teams. And so when you talk about this team, Rutgers, they're a version of Stetson 2.0, but they're better. They're going to crash the glass. And so it's going to be a great opportunity for us to get better in that area, especially because I hit our guys pretty hard in my disappointment, because I think it was just a lack of focus on our part, lack of, hustle, to be honest with you, to track those down. And some of them were bad misses. I get it. But at any rate, we're going to have to do a much better job.
Seth.
Hey, Terry, wondering about, I guess, through the first month or so of the season, just you've been able to get some of your younger players some good playing time. What sort of development have you seen from Lene and Jules in this first month of the season since they came in here?
There's been progress. There's no question that they've, gotten better. And just talking with Bo a little bit, and you've heard me say it before, Seth, it's always the defensive side of the ball that they struggle with the most. And I just talked to Bo today about it. What's been the biggest transition, the hardest part? And she said, in high school, you can get away with not guarding. Maybe you try to take away the best player on the other team, whether they're collegiate level players or not, that's what you try to do. At this level, if you're not where you need to be from a position standpoint away from the ball, you let everybody down. And so I think there's this awareness that she has right now defensively, that you can't relax, you can't take breaks, you can't take reps off. And so I think that she and Jules have both are learning and have learned that lesson. But I've also seen progress. You know, we need Bo to be more aggressive offensively, off ball screens. She has a tendency to get inside the paint, pick up her dribble, or even outside sometimes if teams come and blitz and trap. You know, she reverts back to, you know, picking the ball up. But she has gotten better. You know, Jules will continue to, you know, improve. You know, I do think that she just has to have experience. She just has to get more experience. And, you know, she obviously is backing up Sid Parrish right now. And so she's getting a lot of experience in practice. But, you know, we are on her all the time too. And so I think she feels like she's still learning a whole lot. She understands the importance of us defensively. And if she can't figure that piece of it out, it's going to be hard for her to find playing time. And I think that that's one of the things that Jules understands. And I think both of them have really, really tried to focus harder on that side of the ball, knowing that that's where they're going to get their time.
Do we have anything else for Coach? Matthew, go ahead.
In the Stetson game, it seemed like some of Stetson's shots, you know, long shots kind of translated into longer rebounds, harder to maybe grab.
Yeah.
Has there been anything specifically that you've been working on with the group in terms of rebounding better?
No, I mean, it is. You hit it on the head. So what that means, Matthew, is that if long shots mean long rebounds, then you have to gang rebound, which means our guards have to be better rebounders. Two things have to happen. Our post players can't get stuck underneath the halo, which is underneath the rim, because no rebound is coming out there from underneath the basket unless it's gone through the hoop. So that has to happen, but your guards have to be willing. That's the great thing about Grace Berger. She was such a great rebounding guard for us. And so it's trying to get Chloe, it's trying to get Sarah, it's trying to get Yarden, it's trying to get Sid, you know, Bo when she's in, Jules when she's in, to do a better job of, you know, if our post players are doing their job and keeping their bigs off the glass, we have to have others that are going to come in and, you know, get to those 50-50 balls. And it's anticipation as much as it is hustle and determination to track those down. And so trust me, we talk about it, we show it. And we're going to have to show up and be able to do that against Rutgers, or the second, third shot opportunities that they are going to get are going to be what keeps the game close.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you, guys.